out those primitive stone tools. And I just want to give you a quick idea of humanity and where we evolved and how we evolved and how we moved around the place. I'm now going to attempt another appalling drawing of a map of Africa. I always get very intimidated when I start these off because I'm so very bad at them. Anyway, this is basically Africa. My proportions are going to be all wrong here. There we go. It does look like a tooth, doesn't it? If there's one thing that it doesn't look like, it's Africa. Something like that. No. Horn of Africa. There we go. Yes. Exactly like Africa, isn't it, Viam? Yes, there we go. Anyway, we're in South Africa, somewhere around here. That's us, basically. There's Cape Town, which you've all heard of, I'm sure, before. Okay, and here is the Nile Delta with the Nile. Oh, of course, we've got different colours, so the river should be blue, of course. Now, the Nile is over here. You've all heard of the Nile, mainly because, of course, of the
Egyptians.
Yes, and there?
Pyramids?
Yes, that's a pyramid there. You see that? It's a very good pyramid. Yes.
One thing you got right.
It's the one thing I got right, a small triangle. Anyway, what is important here is that there's this area known as the Red Sea here, and there's a place here called the Isthmus of Suez. Can you say Isthmus? Isthmus of Suez, and that's Arabia down that way. And basically, what happened was, Brent was describing this a little bit today, humanity walked out of a cave just here in the Cape Province, and are in our current form, just slightly under 200,000 years ago over here. That's where you and Viam and I and just about everybody, in fact, every single other person in the world, that is where we trace our common ancestry to. Now, then we walked up this way, and eventually we populated the whole of Africa. And then, about 80,000 years, sometime during the last ice, one of the last ice, it wasn't the last ice age, during a major ice age. Obviously this is such a disgusting drawing that it's almost nonsensical. But there's the Red Sea, and much like the legends of Moses go, so this sea actually had a land bridge that came across here into Arabia. And from there, people populated the rest of the world. And the last place to be colonized, of course, was the south of South America about 11,000 years ago. Of course, when they left here, they came up into Europe, this away, and eventually they found, over around there in Europe, they found Neanderthals. And you know that some human beings have got Neanderthal DNA in them, we think. So all the other human beings we managed to obliterate. The Neanderthals we obliterated, and we probably interbred with, which I think is a fascinating, fascinating thing. So that's a bit about our history. I think